News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight, an accident victim is taken to the local hospital.
And Great Basin College is holding a town hall meeting. News 25 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell and Eunette Gentry. News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Traffic was diverted around the scene of a crash this afternoon. It's Tuesday, February 5th. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Eunette Gentry.
The driver of a sedan was injured this afternoon after being struck from behind on the highway. The driver of a silver sedan was transported to Desert View Hospital this afternoon as a result of a two-vehicle rear-end crash that occurred on Highway 160 and Blosser Ranch Road. Nevada Highway Patrol, Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies, and Nye County auxiliary units arrived on scene along with Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue. Traffic was blocked and then subsequently diverted around the accident while the investigation was conducted by troopers with NHP. Both vehicles sustained moderate to major damage.
And a high-speed chase with law enforcement ends with the driver of a sports car in jail.
The Nye County Sheriff's Office report that they arrested an individual by the name of Sean Speakman for various crimes related to a high-speed pursuit. According to the declaration of arrest, a deputy was conducting a routine patrol in the area of Dandelion and Unicorn Street when they observed an orange and color Ford Mustang take off at a high rate of speed. At that time, according to the report, the vehicle was traveling 63 miles per hour in a 35 mile per hour zone. The officer then said that he activated his overhead emergency lights in an attempt to pull over the vehicle. The vehicle then traveled down Gamebird Road at approximately 105 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour zone. The patrol vehicle's onboard camera filmed the vehicle attempting to make a northbound turn on Blagg Road, hit the dirt berm, causing the vehicle to sustain front-end damage. Deputies say that the vehicle then continued to flee. At that time, the Mustang was hitting speeds of 90 miles per hour near Money and Thousand Air. That's when the driver entered an abandoned property, and the sole occupant of the car, being a male, exited the vehicle and fled on foot. Following a short foot pursuit, the individual, later identified as Sean Speakman, was located and placed under arrest. Inside the vehicle, deputies located a glass pipe commonly used to smoke methamphetamine. They also say that they found tinfoil with black trail marks that they identified as a way to consume narcotics such as heroin. Police say that Speakman confirmed the reasons he ran was due to the fact that he knew he had a warrant for his arrest for failing to comply with drug court. Sean Speakman was transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center. And we apologize for not having that booking photo in that story. Of course, it will be uploaded with the corrections. Well, Dollar General wants to open another store in town, this one on the south side. The item was on the agenda before the Board of County Commissioners.
Public hearing, discussion, deliberation on MP 2018-000011, Master Plan Amendment, application to change approximately 4.7 acres from rural density residential to community development area. Located at 5910 East Kellogg Avenue, Pahrump, Nevada, Cecil parcel number 045151-18. And B, possible action, public hearing, discussion, and deliberation on ZC-2018-000029, zone change application to change 4.7 acres from rural homestead to general commercial, located at the same place.
I'm the developer that developed the Dollar General store on Highway 160 north of town. And, you know, some comments were made earlier. Really the reason we started looking in this area is literally while we were building the store, there wasn't hardly a day went by that somebody from the Hafen Ranch area or the Mance Road area didn't come by and say, why don't you do something in our part of town? So in any event, we started looking around. And unfortunately, you can't just pick a spot. You have to pick a spot where your tenant would like to be and where they would sign a lease. So that's how we wound up with the location that we do.
The standards, Nye County standards, call for at least a level of service C or better. In other words, level of service A, B, or C, with the project completed and the background volumes. So we did the analysis, and the existing volumes out there, the level of service overall is a level of service ranges from A to B, existing in the morning, and then in the afternoon it ranges A's all across the board. With this project, the increase of delays is 0.5 seconds per vehicle. That's it. The impact of the store onto the intersection is minimal at best. If you can imagine, in the morning, we're looking at an additional 15 cars. 15 cars. In the afternoon, you're looking at additional 32 cars. And that's during the peak hour. If you can imagine, the peak hour is considered the peak. I don't know how to put it besides that. During the other hours of the day, the actual volumes that's being generated by that store will be even less.
If you had possibly chose a corner where we could ask you to put in stop signals, crosswalks, turn lanes, this could have maybe flown. But right there off of a corner, there's no way for us to give the controls that we need. So I will read one thing to you that the Regional Planning Commission could not make a decision. They were tied because the seventh person did not vote. But item number 4 states, the proposed master plan amendment provides for land use capable with existing and planning adjacent land uses. It states in here that the infrastructure would be a bone by the developer. So what you're asking us to do is to do a special area when we have special areas already set aside. We do want your business. We do want you to move out in that side of town. It would be awesome, but it needs to go in the areas that have already been designated by the master plan.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed say nay. Unanimous.
All right, when News 25 returns, we have a warning for all you distracted drivers out there about a joint enforcement and saturation patrol.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, it started on February 1st and will go through February 19th. Nevada's law enforcement agencies throughout the state have joined forces and are citing distracted drivers. Nevada law clearly states that any use of a handheld electronic device, cell phone, MP3 player, GPS device, etc., while driving is illegal, and offenders will be pulled over and cited. Now, here are some tips to follow to help limit distracting drivers and increasing safety. You should turn off your cell phone or switch it to silent before you get in your car. Don't ever text and drive, surf the web, or read your email while driving. You should try to set up a special message to tell callers that you're currently driving, and you'll get back to them as soon as possible. If you need to make a call, find a legal and safe place to pull over and park first. And if you need help when you are on the road, ask a passenger to help or pull over to a safe location to review any maps or directions again. And remember, pets can also be a big distraction in the car. Always secure your pets properly before you start to drive. And keep your kids safe as well. Try to always pull over to a safe location to address any situations with your children in the car. And as always, remain from smoking, eating, drinking, reading, and any other activities that might take your eyes off of the road.
All right, good tips. Well, the president is set to deliver the State of the Union. That and more with Angela Miles.
Tapping our news, President Trump delivers his State of the Union address tonight. Investors and traders have plenty of reasons to watch. They will want to hear what the president has to say about his trade policy. His comments could be market moving for agriculture, tech companies, makers of consumer products, and the metals market. For example, copper has been trending with the president's tariff talk. Drug stocks could move on mentions of pill price reform, and of course, remarks focused on another government government shutdown could threaten the economy. Economic data for factory orders in November was just released this week. Factory orders fell sharply in November, signaling the economy slowed at the end of the year. No one wanted to buy Papa John's, but the pizza chain did find an investor. Starboard Value is agreeing to make a $200 million investment in the company. Two of its investors will join the Papa John's board. One will serve as chairman.
All right, thanks, Angela. And Great Basin College wants to hear your thoughts when it comes to education. A town hall meeting will be held on Wednesday at the Pahrump campus.
Wednesday, February 6th at 11 o'clock at the college. President Joyce Helens, along with Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Sonia Brown, and Vice President for Student Services, Jake Rivara, will be here in Pahrump to discuss the future and outlook of higher ed in Pahrump.
All right. And Great Basin College has been expanding quite a bit, right? With new classes, new programs?
Absolutely. We have about 600 students now that are taking classes either live or online, and we are offering a number of new programs, such as we have a machine manufacturing program that we will be starting in the fall. Right now we have a bunch of high school students, and we have a local company that are putting some of their students through that program, and then we'll have an open house for the community come April, so they can take a look at the new machines and everything we have going on.
Fantastic. And so is the public invited to this?
Yes, it's open to the public, so anybody please come if you want to hear more about what's going on at Great Basin. Maybe you want to see Great Basin do something else in the community, offer other programs that you think might be beneficial for this community. Please come, voice your opinions, let us know what you think. It'll be 11 o'clock, and again, that's at Great Basin College, and we're located at 551 East Calvada. It's right in front of the high school, so if you know where the high school is, we're right in front of it.
All right, stay tuned. News 25 will be back with much more local news.
News 25 is brought to you by Bill and Robin Law, injury attorneys. Injured, need money? Get Bill and Robin, your local Pahrump injury attorneys.
Well, P3 Healthcare is having a health information fair this Thursday. Dr. Edward Harding explains.
We're going to be having a event this Thursday at the Nye Communities Coalition at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
And that's going to be an event with 3 network providers that are with the P3 group?
Correct. The P3 providers, myself and Chaudhry Barnes, as well as Renee Goodhart's group, as well as Reflections Healthcare, which is Dr. Craig's group.
Longtime medical professionals as well as yourself here in the Valley.
Correct. Yeah, most of us have been here for quite some time. I've been here for about 9 years, and I know Renee's been there at least as long, as well as Dr. Craig. Yep, Senior Care Plus is actually the longest standing program in the state of Nevada. It's been traditionally up in the northern part of the state, but it's been coming down this year into Nye County as well as Clark County.
This is an opportunity for patients to to ask questions about the P3 medical group, and also maybe about insurance?
Exactly, yes. All the providers are going to be there, so you can get to meet the different providers and see what we provide, as well as the Medicare Advantage program that we're servicing, which is Senior Care Plus.
So the general public can come on by. Do they need to RSVP?
Ideally, just so we're going to be providing food and drinks. So ideally, if we had, the amount of people coming would be good. Certainly, people can just stop by. They can call 775-505-0810 or go to the website events@p3hp.org.
Well, the Mama Van will be in the Desert View Hospital parking lot on Tuesday, February 12th from 9 a.m. until 2:40 p.m. To make an appointment, you should call 877-561-6266. Women over 40 do not need a referral. However, women under 39 and men must present a physician's referral. The Mama Van accepts most major insurances, along with Medicare, Medicaid, and Women's Health Connection. There's also a sliding fee scale, and those who are not covered by health insurance might also qualify for a no-charge screening.
All right, Kathy McKenna invites you to the Casa Crab Fest happening soon. There are a limited number of tickets still available for the popular event.
March 2nd at 6 p.m. at Nye Community Coalition is the 8th annual Crab Fest for Pioneer Territory CASA.
And so this event, you get to have all you can eat crab, but they also have chicken too. So if you're not a seafood person, but tell everybody a little bit more about this crab because it's brought in special, right?
It is. We have it flown in the night before. One of the reasons why we have it there is it's the only kitchen that can accommodate that much crab.
Yeah.
Because it is all you can eat crab. Why you would eat chicken, I don't know, but we do have chicken for those people that don't want it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we have the other beans and coleslaw to all go with it, and we have a dessert. So it's a lot of fun. We have raffles, we have silent auctions, we have live auctions. It's a good time had by all.
It's so much fun. This event helps fund the Pioneer Territory CASA. Tell everybody what CASA is.
So CASA advocates are advocates that are for the children. We help abused and neglected children that are in the foster care system. Our advocates are actually the voice for those children. And this money goes to help for the training of those advocates because right now we have about 26 cases, but we still have about 27 cases that we need advocates for. So we've got a class coming up in March, which is going to be helpful, and this money will actually help go and train those new advocates.
So if you want to become a CASA, how can you do that?
Oh, we would love for everyone to become a CASA. Give us a call at 775-505-2272, or you're welcome to give our training recruiter an email. His name is John Elkins and is john@ptcasanv.org. And we're going to have an open house for an open forum on February 16th from 9 to noon at our offices there at 1321 Highway 160. Suite 10, and you can come by, at least learn what it's like to be a CASA, what all's involved, and then our classes start in March. And we would love for anyone that's interested to come by and check us out.
Now here's Veronica De La Rosa giving us today's student news from Pahrump Valley High School.
Hi, I'm Veronica De La Rosa, and this is your student news. Student athletes, remember, tomorrow is National College Signing Day, Wednesday, February 6th at 7:15 a.m. here at the gymnasium. Are you excited for yearbooks? Well, the committee is running a sale on them for only $80, or you can pre-order them online at jostens.com. Speaking of important events, Spirit Week is this week, and you know what that means, a dance. Winter Formal, or the greatest dance, will be here this Saturday, February 9th from 6 to 10 p.m. Be sure to go and have fun. And our last but not least important news of today, our males wrestling team is going to state this weekend, February 8th and 9th at Winnemucca. Be sure to congratulate them and wish them good luck before they leave. This has been Veronica De La Rosa for your student news.
Thanks so much, Veronica. Well, Dr. Suzanne Zervantian with Desert Mountain Veterinary Services will be at the VFW post in Beatty for a low-cost vaccination clinic for cats and dogs, Saturday, March 2nd from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. For more information, you can contact the Beatty Town Office.
News 46 Weather Cam is brought to you by Glenn Lerner Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
All right, time to take a look outside and welcome back our sponsor, the Glenn Lerner Weather Cam. Look at that picturesque day. It looks like a postcard, blue skies, but there are clouds and there was some severe weather over the mountain. We'll take a closer look at if it's still snowing or hailing or raining right after we return.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
All right, some crazy temperatures out there. Let's see what we had here in Pahrump. Your high 47, as well as Beatty. Amargosa 50 degrees, Death Valley 63, Goldfield 29, Tonopah 27, Fallon 40, and Fernley 33 degrees. Your overnight lows tonight here in Beatty 28 degrees, Amargosa 29, Death Valley 39, Goldfield 13, Tonopah 14, Fallon and Fernley the same at 23 degrees. Tonight, partly cloudy skies with your low of 47, average temp 34. Sunset at 5:14 p.m. Winds out of the west-southwest at 7 miles per hour with gusts up to 18. Precipitation 20%.
Tomorrow, mostly sunny with your high of 45, your low of 24. UV index is low at 3. Sunrise 6:40 in the morning. Winds out of the west-northwest at 9 miles per hour with gusts up to 15, and humidity 40%. Your 7-day forecast shows no rain right now. Wednesday and Thursday just partly cloudy. Friday the sun's coming out. Saturday a couple clouds coming back in, and Sunday is going to be Sunday. And Monday and Tuesday some clouds coming in. We've got your high on Wednesday 45, low of 24. Thursday just up a tick at 46, 26. Friday 52, 33 is your low. Saturday your high of 52 with your low of 37. And Sunday 54, 32. Monday, 51, 33, and Tuesday, your high of 53, your low of 36. I know you had some crazy weather coming over the hill. We had some hail here today.
Yes, and there were snow flurries coming over the hill and some strange precipitation coming off of the ground.
Yeah.
It looked almost like waves. Be careful out there on those roads.
They were predicting some of that with the wind up there, having some snow flurries and stuff like that. Interesting.
Yes.
Well, be careful definitely if you're driving over the mountain. That's going to wrap up this edition of News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Eunette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and Ace Country Radio, thanks so much for joining us tonight, and we will see you again tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night.